Ugh. So the crypto market has taken a massive dump over the last couple of days. Everything is down between 10 and 30%, some things even more. And unfortunately, it's not going to get any better until an upcoming Federal Reserve meeting. This is what all investors are waiting for. Everyone is eyeing. In today's video, I want to talk about what's going on with the market, what's going on with these upcoming events, and also important things with the underlying fundamentals of the market, because I think it may surprise you. Things are not as bad as they seem when you dig a little bit deeper, look at what's going on underneath all of this volatility in the market. So if you enjoy this sort of content, really appreciate it. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and also make sure to follow me on Twitter. I've been posting content there multiple times a day. Easy to get information out to you guys over there. One thing you need to be aware of in the upcoming week is going to be with the Federal Reserve, because the Federal Reserve is going to be meeting in the week ahead. And this is what all investors for both stock market, crypto investors, investors in general, and Wall Street is waiting for, because this is going to determine what the Federal Reserve's plans are going to be moving forward. We've already heard them talk about their plans of, raising interest rates. We've already seen the plans of them doing the buyback program. We've already seen all of this. But now we're going to have a big meeting that's coming up on Tuesday and Wednesday of this upcoming week that's going to give us some new clues of to how much the central bank is going to raise interest rates this year, when it's planning on officially starting, and when it's planning on cutting back on some of these other programs that they've had implemented for the last year and a half, 2 years now. And this is why we're seeing tech stocks take a massive hit, crypto take a massive hit. And this is why we're not going to see things get better within the next 72 hours. We're going to have to wait at least until after that to really see the market make another big move, whether that's going to be to the upside or to the downside. The big thing that we need to be aware of is what is going on with the Federal Reserve in this upcoming Tuesday and Wednesday meeting. So keep an eye out on this, because this could have some big impacts, both positive or negative, on the market. But in my opinion, it's only going to have more of a positive impact, because much of the negative has already been started to be factored in. We've seen crypto come down significantly, down 11% in the last 24 hours. We've seen Bitcoin's price down almost 50% from all-time highs. Right now, it is 50% from all-time highs. So at this point, much of this negative news has been factored into the market. So I would only expect a massive positive reaction rather than a negative. Yes, we could see a drop down to 30K. We'll talk about that. But I see more potential upside than downside at these current prices. With the overall market right now, we're sitting at a $1.61 trillion market cap. And interesting thing here is that even though Bitcoin has taken a big hit, altcoins are starting to take a big hit. We're finally starting to see Bitcoin dominance increase as well, which is what we have expected. We're starting to see Bitcoin dominance slightly increase. Right now, it's sitting at 41% Bitcoin dominance, and Ethereum's right around 18%. So this has come up a bit over the last couple of weeks. Not much. We would have expected more by now. But the interesting thing with technicals is what we had been speaking about for weeks now, is this falling wedge pattern for Bitcoin. We were hoping that Bitcoin's price was going to bounce off of this $40,000 support, this top blue line right here. Unfortunately, we did not do that. We dropped down below it. So we said the next support was going to be at 37.5. This was like a key Fibonacci level, a key support level that we had bounced off of a couple times in the last 12 to 18 months. But again, we dropped below. So right now, the only resistance we really have, which isn't great news, is right around $30,000 per coin. That is the main resistance we have now that we've dropped below 40,000, now that we've dropped below 37.5. So am I selling? No, haven't sold anything. I've actually bought a little bit of some of our favorite coins like Cadena, Polygon, but I haven't really added anything new. On these big dips, when we see massive amount of liquidations, I am scooping up a little bit, not much, just really holding my positions. So the good news, though, even though we talked about all this bad news, all of these things you need to be aware of, the good news is that RSI is at its lowest level. It's in the oversold territory. It's at its lowest level that we have seen since March of 2020. We saw it dip into oversold around May of 2021, and we saw that correction, but we have not seen it this low since March of 2020. If you look at the purple line at the bottom of this chart, you could see March of 2020, we were right around 15 on the RSI, extremely oversold. And again, right now, we're around 17 to 18 on RSI, daily RSI. So what this shows us is that we're due for a bounce, whether that's going to be the start of a rally or if it's just going to be a 5-10% bounce. We're due for a significant bounce in the short term because of the RSI already being significantly oversold. And if we remember correctly, last time we were at the same level for RSI was right around when pandemic first started, when we saw all financial markets completely tank. And if you remember, Bitcoin's price went from right around $9,000 per coin, $10,000 per coin, all the way down within really just a couple days to 4,000, dropped 50%. So the last time we saw RSI at this level was when that happened with the market, and we all know what happened after that. Bitcoin's price went on to rally from 4,000 all the way up to 65,000. Yes, it took some time, but the good news is that we are in the extreme oversold territory, and we are due for a bounce in the immediate short term. So that is good. Other thing that is good is that we do have that strong support and a lot of buying pressure right around $30,000 per coin, and we've seen this happen even at the $35,000 per coin level. We're seeing that a lot of people who had taken out leverage have gotten liquidated. These people have been shaken out, liquidated. Unfortunately, this is why you have to be careful with leverage. But the good news is we're not going to be seeing all of these major wicks down until, we would break below 30,000. So there's a lot of positives going on. Other thing that is pretty important that a lot of people aren't talking about is I posted about this on Twitter the other day, and we've had so much good news come out with the market, yet prices are still dropping. So if we look at overall fundamentals, what's happening with mass adoption, we see that Robinhood began testing their crypto wallet features with 1,000 users. Facebook, like Meta, is planning to integrate NFTs on Facebook and Instagram. Google is working on a blockchain division. They hired an important executive, a former executive from PayPal, to head this blockchain division. El Salvador bought 410 more Bitcoin. Twitter rolled out NFT verification for profiles. We saw Coinbase partner with MasterCard. And there's more positive announcements that I could even list on this one post on Twitter, but there's been so much great news coming out of the crypto market, yet prices are still falling. So the reason we're seeing prices fall is because of that higher correlation with the stock market, what's going on with the Federal Reserve in the upcoming meeting. But if we look at the underlying fundamentals of the crypto market right now, nothing has changed. And if anything, things have gotten better. So really, the way I see this right now is that it's a great buying opportunity to get in. If you're a long-term investor, these big corrections, these dips are good places to add a little bit to your position. Should you go all in? No, you shouldn't go all in at this price, but adding a little bit consistently is the best route to go for any investment, whether you're talking about stocks or crypto, whatever it is. The best strategy is to invest consistently over time into projects you believe in, because then when you see dips like this, you're not worried about the day-to-day fluctuations. You're worried about, okay, this is an investment I believe in 5, 10, 15 years from now. So if it goes down, who cares? 10 years from now, I know it's going to be higher. And that's why you have to treat this right now, is that it's a good opportunity to get into positions, into projects that you have had a lot of conviction on. And just because prices have dropped over the last couple days doesn't change what the company is doing behind the scenes, doesn't change the fact that we're seeing institutions and whale accounts double down on crypto right now. So everything going on with the market, yes, it's unfortunate, it sucks, everyone's portfolio is down, but we got to remember also, a couple of things. First of all, upcoming week, going to be Federal Reserve meeting Tuesday, Wednesday. That could cause the market to bounce back very quickly. And on top of this, we're seeing great news come out from institutions. So it's really just a matter of time. But I want to share with you guys what's going on with the market, important Federal Reserve meetings, and everything else going on. So if you enjoy, please be sure to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. See ya.